In yesterday's video, which is basically a massive and complete miserable, pathetic failure of a video that YouTube's machine mind buried and hasn't bothered to show anyone, and the only people seeing it are people who manually look at my feeds to see what I'm doing, and I know this for a fact because even the spam bots have not found it to post their generic ass crap in my comments section, which I always delete. And it has a 100% thumbs up rating, which means no one is even hate watching it. So that's pretty depressing. Thanks for that, YouTube. Awesome. And yeah, look, I know it's a big long video and it's kind of dissimilar to most of the other stuff I ever do, but I think it's a good video. You should give it a go. I worked hard on it, man. Just, you know, whatever. I'll be dead soon enough, I guess. Whatever. So anyway, Jesus wept. Hi, I'm Blunty. In yesterday's video, I mentioned a new armor set I just built for my main save in Monster Hunter Wilds. It's called the WHAMbulance, a name I amused myself with when I came up with it for a similarly functional set in Monster Hunter Rise several years ago. It's a heavy team support build that's built around just pouring out on-tap full team heals and attack buffs and defense buffs, keeping them up at all times, tied in with a large amount of blunt damage for big bonk fun and even complete team-wide immunity to monster roars. It just turns everybody into a complete damage hose. But while some of that does come from using a hunting horn, the build still works amazingly well for whole team support with literally any weapon. So if you don't like hunting horn, you don't kind of vibe with it or whatever, and you don't want to learn it, you know, it's fine. Use literally whatever other weapon you really do like. When I'm not using hunting horn with this build, I've been teaming it with a poison sword and shield because I just kind of like the idea of debuffing the monster with poison while also buffing the team. Plus, I've always really liked the design of the Rathian sword and shield. It just looks cool. So yeah, 67 buffs and heals over a 6-minute hunt, and I was barely even trying. I was trying to play slowly to get some decent video. And bonus, it's not even tricky or complicated to play. Like, you don't have to jump through any hoops, you don't have to learn any special sequences. It is so easy to use. And here's how it works. The whole thing revolves around a WHAMbulance, which we can craft up in a level 3 charm, so you've got complete freedom in swapping out any other armor skills you might want to fiddle with. And WHAMbulance is a very powerful armor skill that I think too many people just kind of sleep on. Super fast buffs and heals, easy to farm consumables, and everything you need can sit on your action wheel with room to spare. So, as you can see there, sealed hood, coat and sash, a Zeus pants, Suja waist, and battle vambraces. All alpha versions. Stack out your decorations like so. Most important parts to worry about here are the gobbler ones for speed eating. You will be stunned how fast you can gob down a bunch of mushrooms with speed eating on. Friendship for sharing the buffs, of course, that's your wide range duel. Earplugs, that is optional if you are using the specific hunting horn that I am going to recommend you use, because the hunting horn itself has a level 3 earplug melody that the whole team can share. But I've got that ranked up here anyway, because like I said, I also switch out for other weapons, especially for easier hunts or higher skilled teams who don't need quite as much active healing support that the health horn tends to pile on. Plus, having built-in earplugs in the set is really useful for hunting horn because it means I've never interrupted while queuing up my songs, including the earplugs one for everybody else. Pretty much anything else here can be fiddled to personal taste, but if you do it my way, you'll get full wide range, full botanist for wild farming and keeping your stocks up, full divine blessing for your own survivability, just cracked up, full earplugs like we mentioned, so you're never interrupted while queuing up your notes, speed eating of course, WHAMbulance of course, free meal maxed out for really stretching your consumables, and if you are just looking for a huge amount of healing to pour out of you, I like the Grudge Sounder Urga for just completely insane amounts of health, just flowing out of it at all times. And earplugs for team-wide uptime. Plus it has a big emergency heal burst in Melody of Life. You can just keep queued up and pop it out when there's big trouble. And when all the heals are active and nobody needs healing, you can even boost your bonk damage with Echo Wave Blunt. And of course your echo bubbles are a little trickle healing as well, so you plop those down as you're fighting the monster, everyone just stands in there and constantly gets trickle healed. But you can also rely more on the shrooms themselves and wide range for team heals, and take the Crazed Melody out for broader stat boosting, and whole team divine protection, making everybody more dangerous and inherently more survivable. You can even take both horns out at the same time and swap them as needed. But again, literally any weapon you like can pair up and you can still get the massive support skills just out of Mushroomance and wide range and whatnot. Chomp down on toadstools so everyone's recovery is naturally boosted. Nitro shrooms will give you a kick in attack power, para shrooms for defense boost, and mix in the other shrooms when needed. And don't forget, it's not just shrooms. Regular potions, seeds and whatnot all also work with wide range, so you can mix those in whenever you need to as well. But I really like Mushroomance because shrooms are easy to farm and extremely fast to activate, especially with Speed Eater. Of course, you'll also want to build a custom loadout for shrooms to keep your pockets full of them, and a custom radial menu for rapid deployment of any heal or buff of choice in a literal split second. So, now you're out there with hefty protection, divine blessings, immunity to roars, and can pass on a whole range of buffs and heals and protections to every last team member standing anywhere even close to you. Basically, if anyone can't with you on their team when you're wearing this stuff, either you are not even half paying attention to what's going on, or they made a very, very large mistake. I've run this build through 30 hunts now of all difficulties, including the very hardest Arc-tempered stuff on offer right now, and I've had exactly one person cart, and that was mostly down to just some astonishingly bad timing. I was mid-hunting horde performance, a triple Echo Wave blunt unfortunately, and they took a blast to build up pop, got stunned from that, and then slammed by the monster. I really wish I'd recorded it. It was kind of incredible just to watch it happen as my little dude was just, dancing around with his horn. There was nothing I could do. And yeah, by the way, of course, even though we can't use our weapons in the new Underwater Combat Light stuff, wide range and normal consumables still work great to keep everyone topped up if they get caught out by Laggy's big burst of zappy pain. So give it a go. Let me know how you get on, or any tweaks you're making to suit your own playstyle, or better complements your favorite weapon or whatever. For now though, Blunty, MD, out. Thanks for watching. Oh, and please consider, just think about giving that other long-ass video a look. I'm really actually very happy with how it came out. Just give it a go, hey? Thanks, patrons. Catch you next time.